Hello! I have just finished setting up for my cake smash for tomorrow morning, and just thought it's a great opportunity just to show you guys how I set up, what I get ready, how it looks like. So let me show you around. So this is one part of the room. This is where parents are sitting on the sofa, and let me just show you around, guys. This is exactly where they sit, so they're out of the way of my shooting area. And this is a cake stand I bought it in TK Maxx, I think, and I bought this one on Little Crafts Fair. It's just decoupaged into the spoon. It's quite easy to do if you want to do it by yourself, and to be honest, children don't really eat with that spoon, they only kind of play with it, so nice and easy. Make sure you always disinfect it before giving to the next baby. I have this lovely number one, nice solid chunky wood number, so try to keep it nice and easy and simple. So situation with a cake, I always ask parents to bring the cake with them. I used to offer a cake to order it at the professional bakers, but with the allergy issues, I'd rather be safe than sorry and ask parents to provide the cake. It's just too much risk taking for ordering the wrong one, or even the cake maker to mess up and then I'm still responsible for that. So I'd rather do that. It's much easier, and parents can order exactly what they like, so there's no really responsibility on my side if there's something wrong with the color. It's so much stress as well, it just cuts down that responsibility. So that's what I do. The parents bring the cake, and normally I take it straight into my kitchen. It just sits there on the side nice and safely. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll make sure my boys are out of the way. Not that I don't trust Duncan, it's just my little 6-year-old boy. I just don't want that disaster to happen when he touches the cake or anything bad happens. So I'll see what they're up to tomorrow. If they're still around the house, I need to find a designated area that no one's gonna get into. But normally during the day, when the boys are not here, during the week, I just take the cake through to the kitchen and it waits there for the right moment. With the cake stand, I tend to put that straight away onto the cake stand, so I'm ready when we are ready for the cake shooting part. This is my studio from the other end of the room, from a parent's perspective. So this is where they sit and what they see. I often ask mummy to help me just entertain the baby and keep the baby nice and comfortable, or daddy can do funny things behind my head, and it just works. So what I start with, I always start with the family portraits. I used to not do them, but it's so important to me for this family to have pictures together. I always start with those. So for that reason, I'm using this. I'll be using tomorrow this grey, I don't know if you can see, grey background, and it's on my special rolling down system. I know it looks a bit scruffy on the bottom, but it's absolutely seamless on the top. So I got 3 different backdrops. I'm sorry, 3? Yes, that's right, 3. Those wide ones, as wide as they could, so they are 2 meters wide. It could be wider, but as you can see, I'm trying to use every single bit of space I have. And this special system, Manfrotto, is brilliant because it kind of pushes ceiling. It's pushes up from ceiling to the floor, and it's got a special clamp there to the side, and you kind of pull it down. So it saves me space. Otherwise, imagine I'll have all those legs here, extra stands legs. So it really helps. And I just build another little area here. It's got attachments, so that little pole goes across. I can put any color backdrop. I have quite a lot. I took some out of here. I got lots of lovely colors from Creativity, and also I have obviously my planks. I keep them on the light side. They also have a dark brown side, but that's the one I prefer, at least at the moment, to get that beautiful light on the dark side, I would have to have more space here just to model my lamp. So I'm using my beautiful large octa. It's not as big as I would like to go, but to be honest, we manage. It's much nicer than the one that I used to use because a little bit not as deep. It doesn't come out so much, so that's a great saving. And the light I'm using is Electrum D-Light RX1. It can go down really nicely down in the light, so brilliant. And I believe this octa is 120 centimeters diameter. So with this one I have corresponding this little thing on top, and the good thing is I can just add or take down the light from here, which is brilliant. I don't have to get up and every time adjust it. Okay, coming back to our cake smash bit. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this camera right. So after group shots, we're not taking loads, just a few together. I think there will be older sibling tomorrow as well. It's a bit like a family session, but it's really focused on the baby, on that 1-year-old. So after doing pictures on the grey one, I'm not even doing the full body. Only they're gonna sit on 2 different stools and having their kids on the lap, and kind of probably that crop like here. Okay, so that's roughly the crop they're gonna get, and maybe with mummy separately, with the daddy, we'll see. Maybe 2 siblings. After that, the little girl going to have her portrait, and I wanted to make something really cute for her. Obviously that stool gonna come out of here on the bath. And I got this lovely backdrop from, I think they were from Lemon Drop backdrops from America. It's quite expensive to get it into UK. So I was very lucky to purchase it off another photographer. She was just getting rid of some backdrops, and when I saw it I thought, oh, I really like it. So I got a couple more from Lemon Drop. Let me have a look. Okay, so something like that, which is a nice watercolory one, and a dark wood, which is brilliant. It is a little bit battered now over years, but it's still beautiful quality. I adore both of them, and obviously the paper ones. Okay, so with those little teacups we have on our backdrop, I'm going to give Mummy a choice of outfits. Probably, let me just show you, because these one are appropriate, most of them, for cake smashing part, because the fabric is not that precious, but these were handmade. You can see it's really beautiful finish, and they were very expensive. So the fabric, if the grease got onto them, it wouldn't come out. You can just see it's a different type of fabric, where these polyester, that's the one. If that, for example, oh, I got this I would not use for cake smash bits, just for portraits. This can be easily washed, so they're not that precious to use for cake smash bits. And these are really cute. Hope she's gonna wear something flowery tomorrow. These old things I had for ages. I think every second photographer has those. So that's the plan, and using our little teacup just for decoration. And I'll see how Mum feels about those bonnets, flower bonnets. I have to see, I quite like those. So you can see, very flowery, very cute. I think children that age can get away with anything like that. So I got quite a few. I made some as well myself some time ago. This was bought, and this hydrogenia flower is so cute as well. Really adorable. It's a bit of a Marmite, these. So some parents love it, some people not so keen. They want a bit more simple setup for their children. It's another one, peachy. I think that one I made. I can see by the feel of it. But it works. That's another one I made, but it looks kind of weird. It doesn't always work, so it's a bit extravagant. So that's the bonnet I have. So after the part where baby has a portrait with the teacups, I would move into the cake smashing bit. So I have a special kind of, what is it called? I bought it ages and ages and ages ago on the very beginning of my career, my adventure with photography. And it was huge. It was absolutely enormous. It was the size of, I don't know, 2.5 meters by 2 meters. So I thought, I don't really need it anymore. There's nowhere to store it. It's not practical. It used to be backdrop. And I paid fortune for it on the beginning. So I thought I would just cut it into pieces, and that's really practical when I put it on the floor and baby has cake. I always clean it as well before and after one cake smash, and then before next cake smash, so it's always nice and clean. So I would put it on the floor and take off the teacups and just leave my beautiful, I don't know if you can see that as a wall, those planks. I would then add, where is it? I've got 2 sets of bunting. Love bunting, and because this one has a little purple in it, I thought it would work really nicely with these flowers. You see, I have those 2 lines of flowers. Let me just show you. So they come ready on those kind of strings. They look really beautiful live. Not sure if they're gonna show so nicely on this video. Let me just put you down. So you see they come ready on a string, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put on the very back of the backdrop. So there won't be any teacups there, but you can imagine the flowers will be just there in the background, beautiful, just to kind of melt between the floor and the wall, give a little bit of interest. And the gorgeous bunting, that one with a little bit of purple, I thought it's going to work really, really nice. And maybe mummy will go for the roses one. That would be so lovely. And we have some flower crowns as well, but not every baby likes wearing those flower. That one's gorgeous, for example. There's some other ones, depends what colors. They are very pretty, but not every baby wants to wear them. That's the problem. Okay, so after I have everything lined down, I would put my number 1 sign, the cake, and I also have a special tulle pom-poms. Let me show them. So here we go. These are very simple tulle pom-poms, and I actually made them myself. All you need is a YouTube tutorial how to make pom-poms or tulle pom-poms. They're not perfect, but they add a bit of fuzziness, so I put them all around the scene. And they have nice kind of very pale peach color, which goes with everything with the girly stuff. So I'm gonna just scatter them around the floor with a cake. And good thing is it's so easy to wash them, so you just use soap, give them a good clean. They always get dirty. I have another set for boys which is blue, but you can make your own pom-poms and any color you can find a tulle. And these are just some of my flowers I have. This bouquet of flowers. I bought this a couple of weeks ago, this little vase, and I might actually pop that as well on the scene with the cake smash. I did ask mummy what sort of setup she likes, if she likes floral or girly and things like that, and she said yes, so we agreed for that. If people want anything very specific, like for example superhero setup, they have to provide their own sort of accents and bits. I always try to see if there's anything I can provide that is not too expensive to get, like a little accents, but if there's anything specific and I know I will not likely to use that again, if it's just one-off thing, I will ask parents to provide that. But to be honest, over the time people are just happy with the quite classic looking stuff for boys and for girls, so there's no problem there. I never had a problem with that. Oh, carrots that goes with my other outfit for Bunny. So that's nice for sitter H. What's on this side? Okay, let me just show you a little bath as well. I haven't showed you that before. So I have this bath. I got that some time ago. Ginormous duck. I can post the link of the duck so you find it on Amazon. It's really funny looking. People absolutely love it, and children. I have a mini baby duck which baby can just hold. It's got a little, the paints came off now because everyone wants to eat it. And I got these. I think these are just the decorations for Christmas tree, and then you can put it together and it makes a bubble. So you have to search on the internet for that, and when I put it on the floor it looks like the bubble, just like you know, it hasn't bursted yet. That's quite nice. And I think this one was, I can't remember what from, maybe bath bomb or something, but it's one larger one and quite few little ones, and it has pretty nice effect, that one. So that's the bathtub, and it's really cute. The only thing I would say, you have to be really careful. Make sure your lights are very far away, so anything happens, your lights get knocked over, it could never ever touch that bath if fallen over. It's very important. So what I do during the session, I put very little water on the bottom. Some people put anti-slipping mat, but I didn't really have a problem with that, so I haven't put anything like that. And I always ask, I always ask my parents to bring their own bath oil or whatever they use, like a baby bath, what is it called, soap, bath, not shampoo, the thing you wash the babies with. And basically, because again, this is their skin, they're used to that smell, and I don't want to cause any problems in case they have any allergies. So everyone just brings their own towel, and there's no problem. So the baby has a bath at the end. I use one of those paper backdrops. I might put the white one on the floor. If not, there will be white one and then the paper on top of it, just to protect the wood in case there is any splashing. Oh, very orange lips in this video because my lamp is on, my lighting. So normally the bath is waiting outside in the living room, and when I need it, I'll just bring it in. To be honest with you, a cake smash lasts about an hour. If baby is okay, there's no crying, no need to change your feet. But it's just changing the setups that takes time. Luckily that's a good time just to change baby as well, so parents are busy with that, and I'll change the scene accordingly what's happening next. So that's the flow, guys. I think that's all now I've said. Making sure the temperature is nice and warm, and just make sure it's really safe for them, so nothing's gonna fall on them. And always parents are close by. And just to mention that bath, because it's in this position, it's very easy when, for example, baby wants to reach for something, it loses its balance quite easily. So I always ask parents to hold their hand on the bath or stay really close in case the baby decides to kind of reach and move the whole body weight, because it's very sturdy that way, no problem. It's made of quite thick plastic, but in case baby, look, it's quite narrow, so in case baby decides to reach for something, it would quite easily topple to the side. Touch wood, thank God nothing ever happened like this, but you can never be too safe with babies. So yeah, I'm gonna add the link for the duck. I will try to find where I got my bath as well, so leave you that link as well, because I'm sure the question will come up. There are normally a couple of places you can get those baths, that one, or there's another style one with a very much gold or silver legs. But this is really nice and easy, nice and simple. I know some people, some photographers have a problem with them, and they're unfortunately quite easy to crack. So you have to be really careful with them. Touch wood, again, I haven't had that problem, but it normally lives up on top of my storage unit, so no one ever knocks it over, and it's quite good because I can still keep lots of stuff inside. Okay, I think that's everything. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave the comment. I'll make sure I answer if I can, and let me know if this is something that might interest you. If I could make any other videos, let me know in the comments what sort of videos exactly you would like to see. I'll be more than welcome to do it for you. Okay, so wish me luck for tomorrow. Hopefully baby will be happy and well rested. So hopefully we're gonna have a lovely shoot, and I'm going to put the pictures for you so you can view them, how that happened. Okay, take care, bye.